Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Are we live again? I'm up. It looks good at this end. Give me a hint. Are we back and running? Testing. 1, 2, 3. MacBook audio off. All good. Hey, we almost made it. One day we might get through this. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? The thing is, the microphone is way over there, so I should probably switch microphones. I'm going to put the MacBook mic on, and I'm going to turn off that mic. MacBook mic is now going on, and the mic over there is going off. Is that the best way to do this? I'm closer to this microphone than to that one. Okay, let's do this. We've talked about this before. The paper has to be hung up there. We're going to hang them up 2 at a time. The paper at the moment is face down. It's backside up. We want to hang them up there back to back. So I take the top sheet, which is now face down. The top sheet is now going to come face up. So the top 2 sheets are now back to back. Jiggle them out a little bit so I can get to them. And I can't just do this, so we've got clips. We've got clips with 1, 2, 3, but I don't have enough hands to do this, so we've got a little bar that allows me to clip all together. Clip, and it's going to hang if I don't trip over all the cables. Let's see if I can get through here. There we go. I also forgot to plug in the camera, which is going to die. Got it. Can you see me? Let's put the camera up a bit higher. It doesn't go back any farther. Now I need to move the camera back a fraction. I can't do that. Okay, let's run. How long does the paper take to dry? And the answer is I want it to take as long as possible. We do not want it to dry quickly. You see some plastic. Once I've hung this up, I'm going to close it off there. We want it to dry slowly, at least over the period of a half a day. Maybe a full day would be better. And I don't know the scientific reason why, but it turns out that if we dry it quickly, bang, the paper ends up having strong strong on a waviness. But if we dry it nice and slowly, it comes up quite flat and smooth. We then stack them under weights, press it down to get it ready for printing. In summer, when it's hot and humid, we don't even need this thing because it will just take time to dry by itself. But in winter, it'll dry just way too quickly. These sheets of paper are all going to become the next batch of the Ukulele Heroes final Flight of Fantasy print. It's going to be done by Kubota-san. He's waiting for it now, actually. I was supposed to get this done yesterday, but I screwed up. Screwed up meaning there was just too much else going on, but whatever. Yeah, as we said again, there will be 4 Ukiyo-e Heroes prints cut from these sheets, and I've got some smaller ones. They get 2 each. That's the wide group. Now switch to the narrow group. This narrow group, there'll be 2 Ukiyo-e Heroes prints. We mentioned this before, actually. This paper's a bit too wide, so we're going to get 2 Ukiyo-e Heroes prints. There's going to be a strip at the edge, 7 centimeters, 8 centimeters, I'm not sure, which we're not going to use. It's going to be cut off. If anybody out there is making smaller prints, give me a call. Maybe you can use some of this. Call Cameron, don't call me. Oh, questions. What language do I think in? It's changed over the years, absolutely changed. If you go back, whatever, 4 or 5 years before we opened the Asakusa shop, I was working in the Ome workroom together with my Japanese staff, living in a Japanese community, shopping in Japanese. I was really coming around to start thinking more and more in Japanese. It would surprise me sometimes. I'd realize, wow, I just spent the last 6 hours and I didn't say anything in English. So at that time, absolutely, how should we do this? I was starting to think more in Japanese, but along came the Asakusa shop. And now I spend all day chatting with visitors, of course in English. I do the streaming in English, it's YouTube videos, bang, bang, bang. My life has gone back now. And of course I do speak Japanese with the staff members, but day by day by day, the whole day is full of activities now in English. So it's really switched back. I know my own private time, if I'm walking down the street, whatever thoughts are in my mind now are in English, absolutely. I'm now an English-speaking person who lives in Japan, clearly, rather than a half and half sort of bicultural person. It's plus or minus, I guess. Can't be helped, but just the way it is. And my Japanese now is plateaued. It's not getting any better at all because there's nothing to push it, nothing to challenge it. I'm thinking and speaking 99% of the day in English. So there's no way my Japanese is going to get much better. What's the first thing I don't need this one again. What's the first thing I ever carved? There's a full section on my website. It shows all my first prints. The very first print I made is there. There's a section on the website. If you go to woodblock.com, I don't even know where it is, but it's in there. There's a section called, somewhere in there, it's called Where I've Been, Where I'm Going. It was written, I don't know, 15 years ago or so. So it showed all the early prints I made and showed some of the plans I had for where I was going at that time, 15 years ago or so. So yeah, my first silly junky prints are on there. They're laughable, of course. Oh, somebody's linked to it. Good, good, good. The real backwaters of the website. That's going to be like some kind of 1997 or 1998 web page, HTML. No style sheets, no nothing. Terrible, terrible program. Just whatever, no time to go back and fix it all up. Okay, we're at the end of this here. Here's the last sheet. A couple of weeks from now, these bare sheets of paper will be beautiful, beautiful woodblock prints. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, let's wrap this up. You can see I can turn it up a bit more. Sorry about that. There's no, where am I? No shit. There's strings running along the roof. I want Lisa and I. Can we do this without spoiling things? We put some strings up there. Eh? We've got quite a lot. We can do quite a lot at one time. Run along the whole length of the roof. There's some strings braced carefully because this paper is heavy once it gets up there. And there we have it. Okay. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Okay, that's it for today. What's today? Today is Sunday, so Monday there'll be another stream. It might be sizing, or it'll probably be back downstairs carving on either that Patreon print or the next one for the print party. The Great Wave for the print party. I'm really looking forward to reading back through the stream. If anybody can find information on those guitars and or that broadcast, that would be really cool. Really cool. I'll have a look at this later. Right now, I've got to get ready, get to the shop, because we've got 4 print parties today, and pretty much now every day from now on in, there's 4 parties a day. We're maxed. Each day, the reservations come in 1 or 2 days before or the night before to fill up whatever spaces are left. So if you are coming to Japan this spring, anytime in April or the first half of May, get your reservation in, because they fill up now. We're just maxed out. Okay, I'm done. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching, and I'll enjoy reading the stream later on with a cup of coffee. Thanks again. I'll see you next time, tomorrow. Without my glasses, I can't even find the button. Where are we here? Okay, step 1, turn off the iMac camera. Step 2, so long guys, stop streaming.